So everything always comes to me when I'm away from humans. So all the time I'm here in the woods and I'm walking, so I hope you don't get slightly seasick. I posted the other day about selfishness, and it is a topic that I have returned to and returned to and returned to. When I was a young girl, young woman, there was only one self word, and it was selfish. And it meant that you didn't care about others. There was something greedy and not nice about it, and it was definitely thrust out towards people as an insult. So there wasn't anything pretty about being called selfish. And it was a part of belonging to the tribe. So it was part and parcel of caring for the tribe. So the centre of the world was the tribe. So you were called selfish when, in some essential way, you betrayed the tribe to put your own desires first. And more often than not, they weren't necessarily your own desires. So bear with me on this one, because whenever there is an action, there is a reaction. So the selfish we were called was shameful and humiliating, and it rarely made us feel good even when we got what we wanted, because it was a pendulum swing. So there was the you've got to do this, and then there was the pendulum swing of reaction. So that's why essentially it was called selfish, and nobody got anything that they needed from it. And over my lifetime, a whole load of other self words have come in. Self-love, self-compassion, self-care, self-awareness, self-journey, self-love. The list goes on and on and on. And at the heart of this is something quite different to that old style of selfishness. Because the times are changing. We can feel it in the air. We know they're changing. All those words are a precursor, a part of the whole thing changing. If they weren't, we would still only have selfish. So selfish now, to be selfish now, still has undertones of the old word. And it can be very difficult to use a word in a new way when only 3% of the population understand what you're talking about when you say, I desire to be selfish. What it really means nowadays is putting yourself at the centre of your own life. And there is a huge difference, because it's self-centred. And it would seem selfish to a great many people who are looking at life the own way, the old way. However, when you are truly self-centred and you're grounded deeply in yourself, you can move through the world without hurting others. Because this kind of self-centeredness accepts everybody for who they are. There is no blame, so there is no shame from the person who is self-centeredly moving through their life. So when you're testing this out in yourself, when you're experimenting for it in yourself, feel deeply inside. Is there a sense of reaction bouncing you around? Or is it just a centre of groundedness with you moving forward? because there is a big difference between the two. And we have so far used one word for it. And Ra did speak about it as one word, it's time to be selfish. And then in other things, he qualified it and he gave a new meaning to the word selfish, the kind of one that I'm talking about now. And I feel is really important subtlety, nuance in how we see it. Because if we continue to see it in the old way, then we're not truly getting it. And it means that we are reacting and then potentially stamping on other people. And then we would deserve the old-fashioned word selfish, because that's not necessarily what it's about. I mean, it depends slightly on your own design and trajectory, but I have a feeling that if you are grounded in yourself, you'll be able to move forward from that place with a sense of respect from other people, because you'll be able to communicate clearly what you're doing. And when we communicate our truth, then we are respected. It's when there is a lie in our bodies and the things we say that we're not. So the result of being self-centered, I would like to think, but I don't know, I believe, is that you wouldn't truly become selfish in the old way of the word, because when you put your own life first, you climbing a hill now. When you put your own life first, you find the right people and you find yourself in the right place. And when you meet the right people in the right place, then you're able to be with them as yourself. And hopefully they will be able to be with you as themselves. And you will all respect each other's journey. But for sure, we can't give from an empty cup. So maybe the new selfish era isn't selfish in the way we imagine it is, with our seven-centered lens on. Anyway, those are my thoughts as I'm climbing a hill for my mountain view. Here we go. There's the top of the hill. And there's the distance spreading out behind me. So yeah, the mountains always give me a different perspective. Whatever you're doing today, have a lovely day. Bye.